My name's Nathan Slazner. I'm reaching out to let everybody know to be careful. About 2 years ago, I was contacted through Instagram about a business opportunity, which sounded good, and I'll tell you why. They were trying to recruit me for life insurance through Family First Life. His name was Eric Schmidt out of Connecticut. He explained to me, because I told him, I said, hey, I like doing what I do, selling cars. And he says, yeah, but when you get a commission on cars, do you get a residual? And I thought to myself, you got a point. Like I said, I really liked what I was doing. What was getting tougher at that time, I decided to go ahead and continue doing what I was doing. And I kept that in the back of my mind because I thought it sounds like a great opportunity. You can make a decent living. I had some obligations I need to take care of, so a little extra money would definitely not hurt. I could get there and make that happen. Basically, they were telling me $20,000 to $30,000 a month. Sometimes you think too good to be true, so I kind of stepped back and I just kept it in the back of my head. And then 2 years went by, and earlier that year I actually got really sick. I was having a hard time eating myself, dressing myself, showering myself, using the restroom myself, zipping up my fly, buttoning my pants, buttoning my shirt, you name it. And it was due to stress. Everybody goes through different crises in their life, and this one was due to stress. Later on that year, after getting past that, still with some lingering problems, knowing that I'll get through it, I got to the point where I thought, what am I doing here? Things are getting too tough, it's getting too stressful, blood pressure's getting too high, I don't want to have the same problem happened earlier this year. So I decided to quit selling cars and to go straight into getting my Texas life insurance certificate, a license. That way I could sell life insurance. Before I quit the job, I called Eric Schmidt and said, hey man, this is what's going on. And he explained it's all up to you, which I know what that means, especially in the car business, it's up to you, you work hard, you make phone calls, you treat people right, and over time, things will get really good. So even right out the get-go, you have the opportunity to make money. I decided with the income that you can make off one policy, and you only have to sell some money to reach that goal. It's possible. And only if I made half as much at that time, that would be fine. I decided to go ahead and give it a shot. I lost a good 3 months or more of my life and a lot of money. I got some notes here. I did it for the video to be sure I don't miss any points. The first thing is they do provide training. It's only videos. And then you'll get to the point where you'll realize that, hey, what are you doing? Don't you want to make money for your family? Which was told to me. Of course I do. So you have to purchase these leads. And let me tell you, they're expensive. So you purchase these leads. Let me make a note. I probably spent less than the average person that did, because I started to figure things out really quick. And maybe it's because of just things I went through in my life, but I know a lot of young people and immigrants are being targeted. You got to realize, they don't have as much life experience as me, so for them spending $20,000, $30,000 trying to make this thing work, and maybe only work for so long and then end up getting a bunch of rollback chargebacks and things because people canceled, or maybe their upline went ahead and sold those out from under them since they have that information, which is not unheard of. Did not happen to me, but I know many people that did it. Anyway, these leads are expensive. I found out with these leads, people, they never asked for this. I took a whole different approach. I used their approach, and I tried other approaches to find out, are these people really submitting their name, phone number, email address, and all that? And I could tell you probably 99% or more were not. That's very disturbing because I paid a lot of money for these. They also recommend a CRM to you called the CRM system, which will cost you some money. I don't think it's overly priced. All I know is my receipts had my upline, Eric Schmidt's name on it, so I'm sure he was collecting something off of it. And then they got other things that you can purchase, like Next, which is a listing to help you be found. All this stuff, although I can't for sure prove it, I'm pretty sure that the uplines are actually getting part of that. So in a sense, they're being predatory a little bit there. On the other hand, if it really worked, I guess it's just part of business, right? So like I said, misleading sales opportunity, the Sales Business Opportunity Sales Act of Texas, I'm probably saying this wrong. They've never registered. Eric Schmidt's never registered. Family First Life's never registered. Family First Northeast, which is part of Eric's organization, has not registered. So, I mean, obviously, this is unfair practices. If I would have known that more than 99% or whatever it is don't make it, I probably would have said, hey, this is going to be tough. Or I would have known going in that I was going to lose my butt, lose my time, lose my money. Then it would have been up to me to make that decision. At this time, I didn't really know about that Business Opportunity Act. It's state law, and I'm sure it's all 50 states, but definitely in Texas, you have to register. They need to know who you are and that you have a business opportunity, sales their opportunity there that you're giving to the people of Texas. And obviously, these other states that do have it, which I'm pretty sure all 50 do, but you'll have to look that up for yourself. That's a lack of transparency. I can tell you, I spent many days. The first part was the Texas life insurance. To me, it was like a different language. It was hard for me to understand. I devoted 100% of my time to it until I got it done. I did come out with a 94%. I was really proud of myself. I should have probably done the health insurance as well. I'm not saying life insurance, health insurance, all that's bad. It's not. I just think it's a part of the group or organization that you get with. I did purchase leads for the CRM Center. I purchased leads from Integrity Marketing Group. I purchased leads through another source, trying to think of their name. Anyway, they're making promises in these videos. As soon as you get your license, they get you set up and they get you on the phone with a group of people and they say, hey, this is what you can make. If you only sell 3 policies, you're going to make $5,000. If you sell this many policies, this is what you should be making every month. But all you got to do is apply yourself, make 400-600 calls a day, which I did, or more. I also had, which I don't know if it's legal. I didn't do it on purpose to do it illegal, but now that I'm thinking, it could be probably not good. What they promote is like a wave dialer, where you're dialing 3 numbers at a time. First one answers, picks up, and you go through your trying to help them out with their life insurance that they supposedly requested, right? And then the other ones get a voicemail saying, hey, this is Nathan. I was reaching out to you to help you with the information that you were requesting, my number, and I gave it to them through the voicemail. I also had one other thing that happened. Oh, not to mention, I had my upline buy me some leads, $1,500 worth of leads, which not good. But another thing they did is they actually were, through the CRM, they were automatically calling people and hanging up. And my phone would blow up like crazy while I'm trying to do what supposedly is the right thing, make these calls and help these people out with this insurance that actually didn't request it. In the meantime, my system was calling other people, which I wasn't aware of. I noticed once I complained about it and explained that that's not right. It's upsetting people. I'm not trying to do that. I'm only trying to help them. I found out that it was being charged to Eric Schmidt's credit card. So I don't know if they were doing that to harass me or thinking it was the right thing, but obviously, nobody wants to be called and hung up on. And then obviously some people won't call back, but then a lot of people will. And if you have over 8,000 leads in your CRM, can you imagine how many phone calls are going to be calling you back while you're trying to make a phone call and not even knowing that's happening? That was horrible. I'm making this video to explain that be careful. Check with your state and see if they've been registered with that business opportunity to be able to sell that to you. Don't get yourself in a bad situation. I really thought I was doing the right thing, being able to take care of myself, my family, and any obligations that I have or behind on. And that's the main reason I jumped into it, and my health, of course, at the time. I just needed to be able to maybe work from home and less stress. And the only thing, it's not stressful talking to somebody, even if they're yelling at you or calling you names, but I can understand why they're doing it if they never submitted the information. I hope this helps out. I did waste a lot of time, 3 months or more, and a lot of money. Went to what they call the lock-in in Austin, Texas, where they try to motivate you to do these things, which I thought in the event that going there, I was actually going to get some support and, hey, do this way, do that way. Nah, it didn't happen. Just calling the same leads over and over and over and over, even though, because I have to make a living, I have to do something. But if the leads were right, it probably worked. On the other hand, they should still register with that business opportunity, showing that they're selling it in the state of Texas and any state that's supposed to be done in. They should, because you get an income disclosure explaining how many people actually make it, how much they're really making. I've heard from other life agents in this organizations where, yeah, they might sell a lot of what they call AP. When you sell a policy, the annual amount of money that the client is charged would be that. Could be, $800 or $1,200 or $2,500. They pay for that insurance throughout the year and you get a percentage of that. There's a lot of guys that sell a lot, but they ain't making any money. That income disclosure statement would be great because they're supposed to provide it by law and they're not. I'm trying to think what else I can add to this video to help you with any decisions of doing this. Like I said, I think the industry is great. I've had life insurance in the past to protect my family and everything in case something would happen to me. Easily I fell victim because I believed in it already. It is a good thing to have no final expense and coverage and all these other things, but you have to have the proper support. If you're going to be joining something like this, you got to be sure that these leads aren't bogus, or these things they want to sell to you. That way they can make money off you. I mean, think about it. After all the leads I called over and over and over, and let's say they got their hands on them after I quit, maybe they just cave and buy it just to make the call in. It only makes sense. You get harassed until you buy. Well, wasn't my plan, of course. I was just there to help them, educate them, and if there's something I could do for them, I'm definitely going to help them protect their family. I wanted to make this video to kind of explain how it goes. I'm 48 years old. I'm glad I wasn't younger because I probably would have sold my car and sold this, maybe even sold my wife to keep getting more leads. That's not right. No, I would never do that. That's how desperate you become when you're in that situation, and they take advantage of that. When you decide that it's not working, you tell them, say, hey man, I gotta go get a job because I gotta make a living. I gotta be able to pay my rent and do the things I gotta do. Oh, okay, bye-bye. Whoa, if they were really a true upline, don't you think that they would do whatever it takes to help you? Because they make money when you make money. The main things is that the business opportunity, it wasn't there. There's no income disclosure, none of that they should provide you. I mean, yeah, they provided me, hey, you're going to make $20,000 to $30,000. All you got to do is get on the phone, do anywhere from 400 and 600 calls a day, and I did it, and more sometimes. The part that tricked me the most is getting that license. Right now, I'm currently licensed in 5 states because I figured, if it ain't working here, move out here. Maybe, the way you speak, to talk, it might work better with different people in other states. So I thought, yeah, why not try? Plus, you have better chances of getting different leads and everything, but it's all the same. A lot of people didn't sign up. Maybe there are some that signed up, but let me tell you about this too. A lot of these people, they don't have any money. So how are you going to sell them something they ain't got money for? They're preying on the people that don't have the money. I don't want to be associated with that. Now, if they have the money and they want to get this final expense or a term life or whatever there is, I want to help them out if that's what's going to help their family. In my area, I'm kind of fairly new to the area where I live right now. I don't have anything for family around here. When I was working, I was always working in dealerships. This mess they got, all that money's going straight to the top and take advantage of people like me that are actually out there just trying to look for something they believe in and to make a living. They register with that Business Opportunity Act or Business Opportunity Sales Act with Texas, and they provide the income disclosure, and somebody wants to jump in, that's a different story, but that has not been done. And those leads, they're not right either. Shared leads, it's a mess. Anyway, I hope this video helped somebody, because if I would have got it first and would have heard all that, I know I wouldn't have done it. Me being from the auto industry, it's all on you. You got to do it, and that's the stuff they were telling me. And not to mention, he used to be a general manager of a dealership, so he kind of knew the psychology behind what to do to make Nathan do this. Good luck. I hope you research things well and you don't get taken advantage of. I've incurred a lot of time, 3 months of time, and lots of money for damages, but I do hope my video helps somebody.